Hello guys, welcome back onto the Dutch couch. Different flag this week. Dutch national flag's not there this weekend, lest we forget. I'm going to use this special flag this weekend only. I want to talk about West Ham United. Historic club, steeped heritage. This club, I'll tell you what, when I talk about historic clubs, I'm not talking about what leagues they've won, not what cups they've won. The history of this club, for me, it's one of the most historic clubs in this country. Fucking amazing, great fan base, right? Just steeped in history to the core. And these owners that they've got now, they've ripped the fucking heart and soul out of it for me. And I'm not even a West Ham fan, right? But where I'm based, predominantly West Ham fans. And a lot of my friends are West Ham. Used to go to Upton Park, the bowling. Now they go to the London Stadium. Fucking polar opposites, mate. From what I'm seeing and what I've experienced actually, because my daughter goes to West Ham and I've taken her a few times. Fuck me. The match day experience, the old grand to the new. Oh man, what have they done to this club? I feel really sorry for the fans who never got to go to Upton Park and were too young. Those fans think this is what your club is. It's fucking preposterous, mate. Big word for me, to be honest. It's fucking shocking, mate. I'm telling you. As I say, steeped in history, right? Listen, England won the World Cup in '66, right? West Ham, captain, hat-trick goal scorer, West Ham. Says it all, doesn't it? West Ham won the World Cup. That's what they always say, isn't it? Fair play. But these owners, I mean, I don't know if you can come across some owners who are so much out of touch with what club they're at, what fan base that club has. I mean, predominantly, West Ham was working class people, right? Like me. I'm common as muck anyway, I don't give a shit. But I know these people. And I know these people who have been going West Ham for fucking yonks. Friends of mine from school have been going to West Ham for 30, 35 years now. From what I'm seeing now, this club is polar opposite to what it was. And it's so sad to see, even as a neutral. Because I think this is one of the best clubs this fucking country's got to offer, right? I think these fuckers are making it into some corporate joke. Biggest problem is going to be the obvious one, isn't it? They've taken you from the bowling ground, right? Now, that ground, for me, as an away supporter, was one of the fucking best grounds in this league, in this country, right? The difference to the London Stadium, I mean, Upton Park, fuck me, the fans were right on top of the players, weren't they? It was so tight in there, intimidating. It was just intimidating, mate. Away sides didn't enjoy going there. They go to this place. Fuck me. You have to run the marathon to get from the fucking stands to the pitch. You need a fucking set of binoculars. The match day experience, the atmosphere. Oh, it's fucking shocking. And I'll tell you what, when I went there, I saw the half and half scarves being sold, and I thought, I don't think that would have happened at Upton Park, would it? You tell me, I can't see it. I'm walking around the stadium, right? There's a fucking DJ. What is that? A fucking DJ. Oh, mate, maybe I'm just an old bastard and I want to go back to the old days. But give me. I mean, I used to go on a Saturday night. I used to go with my mate to the little working man's club next to the stadium, right? I think even that shut down there. After the game, I'm not a West Ham fan, am I? I used to go in there after the game, have a few beers. All the fans used to come in. I'll tell you what, fucking great bunch. And they weren't trouble, great bunch. I just think these owners have taken something so precious. And I know it's a business, right? But to me and you, or to you, because it's your club, how many of you see West Ham as a business? You see it as part of your fucking life, don't you? Because with football, mate, for a normal football fan, for me anyway, this is how I see a football experience as a football fan, right? I see it's not what my team are winning. It's about when I go there on a Saturday at 3 o'clock, that's how it should be, 3 o'clock. The people I meet, the experience I have, the fucking emotions I feel at that football ground, right? Being surrounded by fucking people. Back in the day, you used to all stand in the same area, didn't you? Now you've gone to a new stadium, a bit like my club, right? You go there and you're all dotted about. So the atmosphere's not what it was, right? My idea of a match day is turning up, having a fucking shitty burger, not having no fucking DJ in the background. I want to get to the ground, talk with my mates, have a beer. You can still do that if you take a Malgie out there, buy a pint. It's fucking about 65 quid a pint at West Ham. Fuck, I'm exaggerating slightly. £63. Still a piss take. My idea of it is turn up, have a beer, have a burger, have a laugh, have some banter with the away fans, enjoy the game. Fucking regardless of the result, you come out there buzzing just because you've experienced those emotions of fucking pure football. I don't think West Ham fans are getting that at this shithole. I don't care about this. They took you into this Olympic stadium, right? I don't like any ground that's got the space around it to have a track anyway. Atmosphere's fucked. Unless you're in big European games, which you've had some good experiences there with the atmosphere. On the whole, from what I'm told and what I've experienced at West Ham, the atmosphere is fucking dead. It's like a fucking chapel of rest in there when I went. Shocking, mate. People sitting there on their phones. Fucking what a game's going on. But this is a thing about modern football anyway. And I'm seeing these people with these signs, gives you shirt. Spoke about that before. Fucking nightmare. Half and half scarves. Get out of here. But these owners, I think they're so out of touch with what West Ham fans want. They promised you, they took you into that stadium, right? Promised you Champions League football and all this sort of shit. You're never going to get close. You ain't going to get close. Not with these people in charge. They're just treating it like it's just it is a business for them. I think they got, obviously you won the Conference League, didn't you? And I'll tell you what, even as a neutral, mate, I cheered you on. I fucking loved that when Bowen went through and scored at the end. That was fucking brilliant. I forgot myself for 5 minutes. I was a fucking hammer for 5 minutes, but I was happy for my daughter and that. But even down to when I'm talking about out of touch, I'm even talking about these concessions, right? I've done another video, Football Belongs to the Fans, right? When I looked into the prices for West Ham tickets, because last season I would buy my daughter a ticket and it would say under 18 and the price would go down, right? When I looked at tickets for the Chelsea game at home this year, the cheapest tickets I could find, a family of 4, was 340 quid. To me, that is not a fucking working class man's game anymore, is it? That is a piss take. How many people can seriously afford to every single game to pay £340? Out of touch, mate. Out of touch with your fan base is fucking understatement. Just totally out of touch with the club's history. With what the West Ham have always been a family club. That's how I've always seen them, right? Always been a family club. And when you're charging for a family of 4, £340 for a single game, 90 minutes of football, you lose your right then to say that you're still a family club, right? I even see that this week that a fan wrote an open letter to David Sullivan asking him to sack, or demanding him to sack Lopetegui from Mourinho. I'm not sure, yeah, Mourinho's a star name, but would you take his style of football there? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. He's a winner though, isn't he? But shit like that, even the fans are writing open letters to this geezer now. But from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing from my mates for God knows how many years now, is these people are shit for your club. Yeah, they've got that trophy, haven't they? They've got that trophy. So what are they going to hide behind? We delivered a European trophy. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I bet you 99% of you who went to Upton Park and were fans there would give that trophy back for the chance to go back to that stadium and get the heart and soul back every week. I bet you would. As an outsider, I'd jump at that. I'd give that trophy back just to go back to Upton Park. That place was fucking... I mean, you'll say... Tell me in the comments how good that place was. Because even as someone who used to hear about it from my mates, who went there a couple of times with my mates, that place was fucking immense, I'm telling you. As a football stadium, that was everything a stadium should be. And that just summed up West Ham, that stadium. The whole thing was just perfect. And I'll tell you what about this fan base as well, right? When I used to go to school, when I was in school, they were sort of like a yo-yo club. Up, down, up, down, up, down. But I'll tell you what, a lot of fan bases would have turned their back. This fan base and the people that I knew they'd get relegated. They wouldn't give a shit because they'll go back again, and they fucking look forward to going back again. A lot of clubs are very entitled. If they got relegated, a lot of these fans would do one up the road. This lot fucking stuck with them, mate. And this is what they've got out of it, to fucking be taken over by these people who have got no absolute idea of what their fan base is. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's so corporate. It's ridiculous. I mean, I went to this ground. I went there, I'll be honest, when it first opened, the first season, the Premier League, when it opened, I went there and I thought, I was looking forward to it. I really looked forward to it because I thought, I can tick this ground off the 92, and I bet these fans have got somewhere that's really luxurious. I mean, I don't even like a luxury football ground. Give me fucking all like salmon jumping about limbs and all that any day. But I thought, let's give it a try, right? Give it a go. Benefit of the doubt. I sat down, right? As soon as I sat down, I thought, fuck me. What has happened? Have they bulldozed the other place yet? Because they need to fucking bulldoze this fucker and get back. This does not represent West Ham Football Club, this place. Not in the slightest. It's so, how could I put it? It's so pretentious. And when I think of West Ham, it's just straight. This is how you take us, sort of thing. It's not like, West Ham don't claim to be anything they're not, you know, they're not fake. And this has put a whole new side on this club, which I think their fans deserve a lot more. The fan base, mate, I'm telling you, their fan base is fucking incredible. And I know a lot of people now, and I'll tell you what I've done, right? And I know a lot of people are thinking doing the same. You might turn off now, because I used to be a season ticket holder at Arsenal, right? And gave up the ticket, signed up back for a membership. And I'll tell you what the moment was when I thought, fuck Arsenal, is when I bought a membership, went online, and then was told I had to enter a ballot to get a ticket, right? So not only did I pay for a membership, I wasn't guaranteed to get a ticket then. I had to enter a ballot, and then some computer tells me whether I'm successful. Fuck that shit. No way, mate. Nah, you ain't going to take away, you took away my fucking club as it was. It's a similarity here, right? Because when we left Highbury, heart and soul, mate, for me was gone. Pretty much, this is probably why I resonate with West Ham a bit, right? Because I was around in the mid-80s and late 90s at Highbury. I fucking loved it as a kid, right? And I can sort of resonate with my friends when they talk about Upton Park. This is why this sort of shit I'm really passionate about. Especially a fucking great club like this. But when they told me that I was... Every game, I think it was the season before... No, last season, sorry. Every game I tried to get a ticket right, I would get an email. Unsuccessful in the ballot. So literally, I can't get a ticket to my own club that I've fucking been following for nearly 40 years, right? But then I'm going online and I'm seeing these fucking influencers and what have you, sitting in that ground, in the fucking seat that I should be in. Because I'm the fan. They're just some prick off the fucking Instagram, whatever. Don't even support the club. Problem with football. Massive problem. Half these stadiums, that's why the atmospheres are shit. Half of these stadiums are not even proper fans. They're tourists and fucking day trippers and what have you. Instagrammers. Get some of my fucking tits, to be honest with you. Pisses me right off. Sorry for the swearing. But how I look at these owners, right? Ask these owners, this is how I compare them, right? Asking these owners to understand your fan base, right, is like asking Alan Carr to tell you where a fucking G-spot is on a woman. He wouldn't have a clue, would he? Fucking clueless as these. But they're trying to run your club and trying to tell you that you're going upwards and bullshit. Bullshit. It's all shit. It's bollocks. You know the only thing they're making? Ka-chings. That's all they're interested in. They don't give a shit who's on them seats in that ground. So what I've done, me going off key there, off topic, what I ended up doing, in the summer I thought, do you know what? I'm not fucking fighting these fucking idiots to get a ticket in my own ground, right? So I decided, and I know a lot of your boys and that do now, to go over to Dagenham and Redbridge in the National League, right? 20 minutes walk from where I live, and get season tickets with my kids. I'll tell you what, I'm not preaching to anyone, right? But if there's anyone watching this, there might be one or two watching it. If anyone watches this, right, and this resonates with one, then I'll see it as a plus. Take your kids, right, over to Dagenham and Redbridge. And I guarantee you will get the match day feeling that you used to feel. Probably not to the scale, Upton Park where it's fucking, it's not as big, is it? But you will meet proper fit people there. You will watch proper football. It's not all this fucking pretentious football. There's no VAR, man. It's massive. No VAR. Fucking the emotion of it has changed so much because of that. You don't get that bullshit there. And I'll tell you what, I've met so many amazing people over Dagenham, and I will never go back to Premier League football. Never go back. And I've done a video on Take Me Back to Pre-92 Premier League shit. It's had about 20,000 watches now. And I'll tell you what, the comments, I've got about 1,700 comments on there. 99.9% of people felt the same way I did. And loads of them have done what I do. Go to lower league grounds all around the country to the clubs where they are. I would fucking highly recommend it. And I'll tell you what, West Ham fans in particular, obviously you're in this area, most of you, right? Take a trip over to Dagenham one day. Just go over there once. If it's not for you, that's fine. But I personally think if you go over there and you take your kids over there, your kids will love it because the players will have time for them. The players come over, have pictures, autograph, anything, right? You will find an authentic match day experience there. I'll guarantee it. And you will love it and you will go back. And I've even got friends now who are season ticket holders at West Ham now, umming and ahhing about handing their tickets back and saying fuck that and getting season tickets at Dagenham and Redbridge. Because I think people are realising that these big clubs, they don't give a shit about us anymore. They don't give a shit, mate. As long as they get someone in them seats from anywhere in the world, Instagrammers, they're even giving tickets to these fucking influencers. I know they are. I know people in some of these clubs who are giving tickets to these Instagrammers and influencers, so then they go on their Instagram and whatever it is and tell how great their match day experience is. Conning people. They're conning people because they're telling them what to say. If they was honest, they'd say it was shit. I see a fucking DJ on the way in. It's bollocks. I've got a padded seat. Who wants a fucking padded seat at football? A padded seat when you get home. Sit in squalor at a football match, right? Sit around people who fucking enjoy football, talk football. I'm seeing videos this week, right? A guy, I think he was at Old Trafford, just going off to... He's posted a video on TikTok, I think. The game is about to start, or during the game. He's put the geezers put there on their phones. Like, you've paid about 100 quid for a ticket, mate. Probably 100 quid to get there. What are you doing? Have a fucking day off. It is ridiculous. But these owners, mate, that little Sullivan, he made his money from pornography, didn't he? Fucking little hobbit. He made money from the pornography. Karen Brady needs to stick to the fucking Apprentice, and Alan Sugar needs to stick to sorting him out. The stadium is shit. I walked round it yesterday because I do photography. I walked round it yesterday. I thought, I might take a few shots. I was there about 5 minutes and I thought, fuck, this all looks the same. There's nothing unique about it. It's generic. The whole round, the fucking same thing. There's nothing special about it. It was even worse on a non-match day, and I didn't think I could get that. Same atmosphere though. It was just me there. I probably made as much noise. It's fucking stupid. They're well out of touch, mate. Well out of touch. So out of touch. It's unbelievable, mate. Karen Brady, Sullivan, what they've done. My mates are fuming about this. And the concessions, I'll tell you what, that is a massive thing for me. Because they've always claimed to be the academy of football, right? And a family club. Stitching families up. So these owners know the background of this club, right? They know the values of this club. They've gone against every single value of that club just for fucking that. Just for a bit of dosh. They are your... This is the thing I would say to them, right? They ain't going to watch this. I'm just a div in my living room. They might do. Karen Brady's coming around later. That'd be good. What I would say to them, right? Think of your next generation of supporters, right? Now, your next generation, they've got to be the youngsters of the local area, surely. That's what football's built on, isn't it? Local lads and local girls going to watch their local football team. No, I'm going to dag them, that's why. But they're forcing them out of it. They're forcing them youngsters away from it and pushing them to go and watch other clubs. So what is the sense behind this? To earn a quick buck, right? There's no forward thinking, is there? Or are they just relying on the the future tourist or the day tripper. Because with that, you don't get an atmosphere, do you? And that is something that West Ham has always had, especially at the bowling, mate. The atmosphere there was probably one of the best around. I think so anyway. It was definitely one of the most intimidating around. So what are they actually thinking here? I'd like to know their thinking behind these concessions. I know they've got to make money. And you making all these signings in the summer, right? They've got to put the price onto someone, haven't they? They put it onto you. Do you think the business that they've done is worth you paying extra money? I don't think so. Fuck me. The business I think you've done, when people are saying that you won the transfer window, I think some of them signings have been fucking shocking. I really do. But one thing I've got to say, I do like the manager. And I know he's had a bit of an iffy start, right? He has had an iffy start. But where'd you go with it? I mean, you've had Moyes. I thought he'd done a great job, and I thought the football weren't the best, was it? Football weren't great. It weren't going to be great under him. He don't play amazing football. But he did win a trophy. And I know people are going to say, I think your fan base was very torn, wasn't it? I was sort of, from an outsider, I was probably a little bit naive, like, he's won your trophy. But then when I speak to my mates, this is the thing I'm saying, a match day experience. When I talk to my mates and they say, mate, it is fucking dire to watch, it kills you to watch it, then I can understand the frustration and people wanting him out. Because as much as you'd like to win something, for most people when they watch their team, they want to see them have a fucking go. And I can totally get that. And West Ham fans, I'll be honest, West Ham fans are knowledgeable people. They know their football. They ain't fucking idiots. And they know what they want, and they'll tell you if they're not happy. Which I think is fair enough. If you're paying all this money that these pricks are asking you to pay, fucking you've got a right to have a fucking say, mate. You've got a right to have a say. Crazy. But I'd like to, this is more, this video, 50-50 really. I wanted to put my opinions across how I see West Ham. Because I've bantered with my mates and what have you. But they know deep down, mate, I know West Ham are fucking one of the best clubs in this country. And I don't care about who's won Premier Leagues, Division 1s, I don't care. This is one of the best clubs in this country, right? A lot of my mates fucking live for this club. But they're losing fucking faith. I've lost faith with Arsenal already, mate. I'm fucking done with Premier League football, to be honest, in a massive respect. I've lost connect. This is a big thing. A lot of people I know lost connect with this club. Because it's down to these fucking idiots who are in charge. That's not how it should be. As much as the club belongs to them financially, the fucking club belongs to you because it's in there. It's in there for you, not for them. They see it as it's a bankroll and it's all about money and power. For you, twice a week, mate, or 2-3 times a week, for them 90 minutes, that is your everything. I don't think these pricks feel the same. I don't think they understand what a real football fan goes through. This is why I'm so passionate about football, right? And I've had people on the other video, when I'm talking about the Premier League, a couple of idiots say, oh, mate, you're a bit of a dinosaur, you're a bit old-fashioned. What I'd say to them is, if you experience what I did back in the day, then you can have a say. And if you only know what's there now and the shallow shit that there's now, you can't have a say because you don't know what I experienced and what I fucking cling on to and what I loved, right? And I feel sorry. These West Ham fans, mate, what you had at Upton Park, for me, was fucking special. I'm passionate about it. I'm not even a West Ham fan. But I'm passionate about it because if I believe in something, I'll say it. And these fuckers who are in charge of your club now, mate, they are holding you back. You ain't going nowhere at the moment. You're struggling. That ain't Champions League football, is it? That ain't top of the league challenging for the title football like you was told, was it? But I know that the thing is, me saying all this, I actually know that this fan base will fucking live and die for West Ham and they'll stick with them through thick and thin. Whatever happens at West Ham, your fan base will stay there. And I can't say that about a lot of other fan bases because they're very fickle. And as much as, yeah, obviously, same as any other fan base, you have got some dibs in there. I see it on fucking Twitter. At West Ham Central, mate. Oh, fuck me. Twats like him, he divides fan bases. That's the problem. People like that, he's dividing people. He might be a proper fan. I don't know him personally. Is it just something on Twitter just to get attention? I don't know. But your fan base is fucking amazing, deserves much better than what these people are supplying you with. Match day experience for me is everything. Everything above. That's the biggest thing for a club. The way you feel when you're at a football match and what you're given there, what you get from it, the people you meet is everything. I think you deserve more. But as I say, I'm not going to drone on. I'd love to get your opinions on this because I'd like to understand. I know a few things I've read up and stuff, but mostly this is stuff that I've heard from my mates at West Ham. They're fucking massive West Ham fans, and I know even one of the flag bearers at one of your games before got caught with a shirt out, anti them, GSB out or whatever. Fucking says it all. A flag bearer at your fucking game wants the ball out. Fucking it beggars belief. It says it all. But if it's as bad as people are telling me, why is there not more protests and things happening? I'm not aware of these other. I'm not aware of many things going on to get rid of these pricks now because I keep hearing them out, but I don't see much going towards it. I know this concessions thing's gone up online and stuff, and people are getting behind that. But I think they even tried to get you to, I think at Brentford the other week, they tried to make sure no one got in there with some black balloons. So they're trying to silence you. To me, if they're trying to silence you, they know they've got something to hide, right? So you deserve a voice. You're the ones who fucking pay this money. And these pricks are seeing the benefits of it. And you like me, most of you go to the games are working class people, right? Normal, humble, down-to-earth people who work their nuts off for their money. You deserve more. I'm not going to drone on anymore because I'll go on for about 2 hours about these fucking idiots. I can't stand these fucking owners of any of these clubs. A lot of these clubs actually in the Premier League, I can't stand them. Couldn't even tell you the offside rule, half of them. Fucking clueless, mate. But yeah, leave us a comment. I'm going to reply to every single comment. If you look at my other videos, one of my other videos got 20,000 views and about 1,700 comments. I've replied to every single one. Because if people take the time to watch our videos, then I can take the time to reply. That's what I'll do. Every time I'll reply to every comment, right? But yeah, leave us your comments and tell me anything else bad about these. Fuck me, I'm going to expect about 50,000 comments, mate, because these parasites for me. But yeah, on to the next one. Have a good one.